Welcome to Ajaxar Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss ray optics and optical instruments, critical angle, total internal reflection applications. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. Now, critical angle. C. When a ray of light passes from denser medium to rarer medium, the angle of incidence for which the angle of refraction becomes 90 degrees is called critical angle. So, a ray of light passes from denser to rarer. The angle of incidence for which the angle of refraction becomes 90 degrees is called critical angle. Okay, next. Here it is the denser medium and we are drawing the normals, and here O is the point source in denser medium, N2 ray 1 incidence normally and it does not deviate. The first ray 1 from the point source, it incidents normally. Whenever the light ray incidents normally, it does not deviate. Okay, now in this case, I is equals to R is equals to 0, that is angle of incidence, angle of refraction is also equal to 0. Next, the second ray from the O, the second light ray incidence from the denser medium to rarer medium. Here this is the angle of incidence. So, here whenever the light ray travels from denser to rarer, the refractor ray bends away from the normal. This is the refractor ray. So, the ray to refracted into rarer medium, R is greater than I. Okay. Next. Now, the third ray is incidenting from denser to rarer. At this situation, angle of refraction becomes 90 degrees. So, ray 3 incidents at angle I is equals to C and refracted through an angle of refraction R is equals to 90 degrees. See here, the light ray traveling from denser medium to rarer medium, this is incident ray, I is equals to C, and refracted ray, it grazes at an interface. So, this is the refracted ray. Grazes nothing but the line which touches the interface. So, the incident ray coming from the denser to rarer. So, the refracted ray grazes at an interface. So, in this situation, the angle of refraction is 90 degrees. Okay. Next, this is called the critical angle. So, hence for this refractor ray, the angle of incidence I is equals to C is called critical angle. From Snell's law, N1 sin I is equals to N2 sin R when ray travels from denser to rarer. So, N2 sin C is equals to N1 sin 90. Sin 90 is equals to 1. So, where I is equals to C and R is equals to 90 degrees. So, N2 sin NC that is equals to N1 sin 9 nothing but 1. So, this can be written as N2 by N1 is equals to 1 by sin C, or N is equals to 1 by sin C. This is the relation between critical angle and refractive index. The relation between critical angle and refractive index is N is equals to 1 by sin C, where N2 is equals to N and N1 is equals to 1. So, this is the relation between refractive index and critical angle, that is N is equals to 1 by sin C. So, now this is denser medium. Now, we are taking water and it is rarer medium and nothing but air, and this is the first medium and this is the second medium. Now, here as shown in the figure, A is the point source of light in denser medium. Here we are taking the point source A, that is in denser medium. So, whenever the light ray travelling from denser to rarer, the refractor ray moves away from the normal. So, this here in this situation, refractor ray never enters to the rarer medium and returns to the back to the same medium. So, that is normal n. Here we are drawing the normal. Whenever the incident ray travelling from denser to rarer, the refractor ray never enters to the rarer medium. It came back to the same media. So, this is the total internal reflection. Here angle of incidence I and here angle of refraction R. So, as the angle of incidence increases, the angle of refraction also increases. So, here we are increasing the angle of incidence, angle of refraction also increases. Next, now here O2, O1, here drawing the normals, and I, angle of incidence and angle of refraction. We are increasing the angle of incidence, and at certain point refractor ray grazes at an interface and it becomes 90 degrees and it is critical angle, and again we are increasing the angle of incidence. The refractor ray here came back into the same medium. It never enters to the rarer medium. So, if the angle of incidence I is greater than C, then a ray AG totally reflects back into the same medium. This phenomena is known as total internal reflection, TIR. So, totally reflected ray. This is the incident ray and it is the here this ray came back into the same media. So, this is totally reflected ray. This is normal. Partially reflected rays and this totally reflected ray. Water air interface. So, this phenomena is called total internal reflection, short form TIR. Okay. Now, total internal reflection. When a light ray passes from denser medium to rarer medium, if the angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, then the ray is totally reflected back into the denser medium. This phenomena is called total internal reflection. So, here medium 1 and medium 2 incident ray and this is refractor ray and this is totally reflected ray. Now, conditions for TIR. Light should travel from denser to rarer. The angle of incidence in the denser medium must be greater than the critical angle. I is greater than C. Now, applications of total internal reflection. Formation of mirage. It is an optical illusion observed in desert on hot summer days, due to which a person sees a pond of water some distance ahead of him in which the surrounding objects appear inverted. It is due to total internal reflection. It is mirage nothing but optical illusion. When you are observing such far distance, here a pond of water, but if you want to collect the water, there is no water. So, that is imagination. So, that is optical illusion. So, that is known as the formation of mirage. It is due to the total internal reflection. See, this is the formation of mirages because of total internal reflection. This is the virtual image and it makes here critical angle. Angle of refraction becomes 90 degrees. Here observing the image, and here formation of mirages. If you are observing the such large distances here, pond of water, if you want to collect the water, that there is no water, so that's why it is an optical illusion. This is also optical illusion. And explanation, now let us discuss. On the hot summer days, the air near the ground becomes hotter than the air at higher levels. So the refractive index decreases with increase of temperature. If light from a tall object such as tree passes through air, successively bends away from the normal and undergoes TIR, total internal reflection, near the ground to an distant observer. So the light appears to be coming from somewhere below the ground. So to observer sees an inverted image in a pool of water near the tall tree. So see this image, the light appears to be coming from the somewhere way below the ground. So observer sees an inverted image in a pool of water near the tall tree. Okay. So such inverted image of distant tall objects causes an optical illusion. This phenomena is called total internal reflection. Now next application, diamond. So the brilliance of diamond is due to total internal reflection of light. The critical angle for diamond air interface is very small, that is 24.4 degrees. Therefore, once the light enters a diamond, undergoes total internal reflection inside. So, by cutting the diamond suitably, multiple total internal reflections can be made to occur. So, this is the picture of diamond. Inside the diamond, multiple reflections takes place. Here also, and this also. The brilliance of diamond is due to total internal reflection, because the critical for diamond is very small. Now let us discuss prism. Prisms are designed to bend light by 90 degrees or by 180 degrees, make use of total internal reflection. So here prisms designed by bend light by 90 degrees or by 180 degrees, make use of total internal reflection. So prism is also used to invert the images without changing their size. Without changing the size, we can use the prism to invert the images. Prism is also used to invert the image without changing their size. Optical fiber. So here this is the instrument, optical fiber. Optical fiber works on the principle of total internal reflection. So these are made from high quality composite glass or quartz. So optical fiber consists of a core, cladding and buffer. Here primary buffer and secondary buffer, here glass cladding, and this is the glass core. So the refractive index of core is higher than that of cladding. So now when a light signal enters the fiber at a suitable angle, it undergoes repeated total internal reflections along the length of the fiber and finally comes out of the fiber at the other end. So here is the light signals entering the fiber at a suitable angle. It undergoes here this is the multiple reflection, repeated the total internal reflection along the length of the fiber, finally comes out of the fiber at the end. Okay, next. Since in total internal reflection there is no appreciable loss in the intensity of the light, so intensity of the light signals, these are called the light pipes. Now let us discuss uses. So these are used in communication system, and they are used to see the internal parts of the human body by using laparoscope. Now discuss MCQs. Dash is an example for the total internal reflection. mirage, diamond, both A and B, only A. So here in this option, mirage diamond is an example for total internal reflection. So both A and B. Next, optical fibers works on the principle of reflection, refraction, dispersion, total internal reflection. Optical fibers works on the principle of total internal reflection. Okay. Thanks for watching this video.